Prescription products require completion of an online medication consultation with an independent healthcare provider through the LifeMD platform and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Individual results may vary. Additional restrictions apply at lifemd.com. Read all warnings before using GLP-1s. Side effects may include a risk of thyroid C-cell tumors. Do not use GLP-1s if you or your family have a history of thyroid cancer.
Should GLP-1 weight loss medication like Wegovy and Zepbound cost thousands of dollars? We don't think so. TryLifeMD.com helps provide insurance access to the leading GLP-1 medications. Visit TryLifeMD.com and check your eligibility for GLP-1 medication with copays as low as $0. Listen to Bridget's story after losing 55 pounds and using her insurance for coverage.
LifeMD helped me get covered with my insurance. Finding out that it was covered was huge. I've lost 55 pounds. I am so much healthier now that I've lost the weight. I would never be able to do it without them.
Get started today and check your eligibility for GLP-1 medication with copays as low as $0 at TryLifeMD.com. That's TryLifeMD.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking at something pretty interesting.
Yeah.
We found a series of internet searches, all centered around Nintendo princesses and NYT crossword clues.
Ooh.
And it just seemed so interesting to us, like someone out there is really trying to work something out in their brain.
Definitely.
So we thought it'd be really interesting to kind of take a deep dive into it.
Absolutely.
And see if we can figure out what's going on in this person's head.
Yeah, let's kind of decode the controller inputs to their brain.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I think what's so fascinating about this is we're seeing someone in action. Like, this is a process.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't like a finished product. It's like someone trying to solve a problem in real time using search as a tool.
Right.
And so it's like we get to watch a detective at work piecing together all the clues.
I like that. So it seems pretty clear that this person was probably working on the New York Times crossword.
Almost certainly, yeah.
Yeah.
Given the combination of those two searches.
Right, and hit a wall with some kind of clue about a Nintendo princess.
I would say so. I mean, it's the most logical connection, right?
Yeah, so, but then it gets even more interesting.
Hmm.
Because we see them searching things like niche publication.
Okay.
Small batches moon stage. What is going on there?
Well, now that is the question, isn't it? It's like, are these extra clues, or is this just,
Yeah.
you know, them going down internet rabbit holes like we all do?
Yeah.
So you bring up a really good point. I mean, distraction is always a possibility,
Right.
but let's assume for a second that all of these searches are connected to the crossword puzzle. Remember, crossword clues are like little puzzles themselves, right? They're packed with wordplay and tricky references.
Totally.
So, you know, something like niche publication printed in small batches could be hinting at something really obscure, like maybe even a character known for limited edition merch.
It's true. There are definitely Nintendo characters with a cult following. I mean, there were even fanzines for some of these characters.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like dedicated publications.
Absolutely.
Printed in small batches.
Right.
And what about moon stage? I mean, could that tie back to a princess?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like Princess Peach's castle is on the moon.
You got it.
In Super Mario Odyssey.
It could be a reference to a game level.
Right.
You know, or even like a metaphor for a character's development.
Right.
Or even a play on words. Think lunar phases and how those relate to a specific princess.
It's true. Yeah. You're making me realize how much I rely on, like, those same mental gymnastics.
I know, right?
When I'm doing a crossword, like trying to see things from different angles, trying to decipher the hidden language of the clues.
It's a real skill.
Yeah. It's a skill we don't think about a lot.
Right.
It's a real skill.
It is.
It makes you wonder how these searches reflect this person's own interests.
Totally.
And how they approach
puzzles
in general.
Yeah.
But okay, so then we have this curveball, this educational TV spot search.
So that's where things get a little tricky.
Yeah.
At first glance, it just seems totally unrelated.
Right.
But remember how crosswords often weave these, like, thematic connections between clues?
It's true. So maybe it's not just some random thought this person had.
Maybe not. But how could educational TV spot possibly relate to Nintendo princesses?
Yeah.
Feels like a stretch, even for a cryptic crossword.
It does. So what if the clue was something like where a Nintendo princess might share safety tips?
Okay, I see where you're going. Now we're thinking public service announcements, like in-game tutorials. Maybe even a cartoon series starring a princess.
Right.
You have to think outside the cartridge a little bit.
I never would have connected those dots. I mean, it's really amazing.
It is pretty cool how these things can connect.
So what's the takeaway here? Besides the fact that I need to brush up on my Nintendo trivia before doing another crossword.
I mean, it's more than just trivia, though.
Yeah.
This deep dive shows us that seemingly random online searches can reveal these fascinating patterns and offer a glimpse into someone's thought process.
Right.
It also highlights how we encounter coded language and hidden meanings every single day.
Like we're all mini detectives out here.
Exactly. Not just in puzzles, but just in life.
Yeah.
Think about how brands use slogans, the way politicians craft speeches. We're always deciphering messages and making connections.
And we're not even really thinking about it a lot of the time.
Often subconsciously.
Right. So what are the clues we encounter in our daily lives
I like that.
that we might be missing? What are the hidden puzzles waiting to be solved?
There you go.
I mean, it's really kind of a mind-blowing thing to think about.
It is. It is.
That's all the time we have for today. But that was a really fun one.
Yeah, this was a good one.
I enjoyed that.
Me too.
See you next time.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.